Scene opens with a wide shot of a dense forest during the evening. The sun is setting, and the sound of crickets fills the air. A group of 5 friends is seen hiking towards their campsite, laughing and chatting. It was supposed to be a weekend of fun, laughter, and bonding. 5 friends, all in their early 20s, had decided to escape the chaos of city life for a few days in the wilderness. What they didn't know was that this trip would change their lives forever. Story characters. 1. Liam, the adventurous leader of the group. 2. Sophia, the calm and logical one. 3. Jake, the joker, always cracking jokes. 4. Emily, the one who loves spooky tales. 5. Noah, the quiet observer, always alert. The group arrives at the campsite as dusk sets in. They set up their tents near a clearing surrounded by tall trees. A river flows nearby, adding a serene touch to the otherwise eerie surroundings. Liam, stretching his arms. This is perfect. No phones, no work, just us and nature. Emily, grinning. And maybe 1 or 2 ghosts? You know this place has a history of strange disappearances. Jake, rolling his eyes. Here we go. Emily and her ghost stories. Let's just enjoy the weekend without any spooky drama, okay? Sophia, smirking. Come on, Jake. A few ghost stories won't hurt. Right, Noah? Noah, shrugging. As long as they stay stories, I'm fine with it. The group laughs and starts setting up the campfire. The camera pans to a shadow in the distance, briefly visible between the trees, but none of them notice. The scene transitions to nighttime. The fire crackles brightly as the group gathers around it, wrapped in blankets. The sounds of the forest grow louder, and the shadows of the trees stretch ominously. Liam, poking the fire with a stick. All right, Emily, since you're the queen of horror, why don't you start us off with one of your spooky tales? Emily, grinning mischievously. Oh, I have just the story for tonight. It's about a group of campers, kind of like us, who went into the woods and never came back. Jake, mocking a gasp. How original. Let me guess. They were haunted by a ghost, or maybe Bigfoot got them. Emily, leaning in, her voice low. Actually, they were hunted by something much worse. Something that wasn't human, but wasn't entirely animal either. They called it the Hollow Man. The group grows silent, the atmosphere thick with tension. Sophia, nervously. The Hollow Man? What's that supposed to mean? Emily, her tone ominous. Legend says he was a man who once lived in these woods. He was shunned by the townsfolk, accused of witchcraft and dark rituals. They burned him alive, but his spirit never left. Now he wanders these woods, hollow and twisted, looking for revenge. They say he mimics voices, pretends to be someone you know, lures you away, and then... Noah, interrupting. And then what? Emily, smiling darkly. You vanish, just like the others. Only your screams are left behind. A gust of wind blows through the trees, causing the fire to flicker. The group exchanges uneasy glances. Jake, laughing nervously. Well, that's enough nightmare fuel for one night. Who's next? Liam, grinning. All right, I've got one. But it's not just a story. It's something that actually happened to me when I was a kid. Liam, his voice lowering. I was about 8 years old visiting my grandparents in a small town. They lived near a dense forest, much like this one. One night, I woke up to the sound of someone calling my name, soft but clear. Liam, Liam. At first, I thought it was my mom. But when I looked out the window, I saw a woman standing at the edge of the forest. She was wearing a white dress, her hair covering her face. She kept calling me, motioning for me to come closer. I almost opened the door, but then I heard my mom's voice behind me. She pulled me away and said, "Never answer when they call you." I looked back, and the woman was gone. To this day, my mom refuses to talk about it. The group falls silent, the weight of Liam's story sinking in. Emily, whispering, "Do you think it was the Hollow Man?" Liam, shaking his head, "I don't know. But whatever it was, it felt wrong. Evil." The camera shifts to Noah, who has been quietly staring into the darkness beyond the fire. Noah, calmly, "Do you guys hear that?" Sophia, frowning, "Hear what?" A faint rustling sound is heard in the distance, followed by what sounds like a whisper. "Liam, Liam." The group freezes, their eyes darting toward the trees. The whispering voice grows slightly louder, still calling Liam's name. Sophia, whispering, "Tell me that's just the wind." Jake, nervously laughing, "Yeah, the wind suddenly learned Liam's name. Great joke, guys. Who's doing this?" Liam, standing up, his voice trembling, "It's not us. Stay close to the fire." The group huddles together, the firelight flickering against their anxious faces. The whispers stop, replaced by the sound of footsteps crunching leaves nearby. Emily, her voice shaking, "It's probably an animal, right?" Noah, staring into the darkness, "Animals don't whisper." Suddenly, a loud snap echoes through the forest. A branch falls from a nearby tree, landing with a thud just a few feet away from them. The group jumps in panic. Jake, yelling, "All right, whoever's messing with us, this isn't funny." Silence. The forest seems to hold its breath. Then, out of the darkness, a figure emerges, a tall silhouette, featureless and still. The group stares in stunned terror. Sophia, whispering, "Is that a person?" Liam, grabbing a flashlight, "Stay here, I'll check it out." Emily, grabbing his arm, "No, don't. Are you crazy? That's how people die in these stories." Liam, gritting his teeth, "We can't just sit here and do nothing." He shines the flashlight toward the figure, but the beam seems to flicker and dim as it touches the silhouette. The figure doesn't move. Jake, panicking, "Liam, get back here." Before Liam can take another step, the figure vanishes into the shadows, as if it was never there. Noah, gritting his teeth, "We need to leave. Now." Liam, hesitating, "But our stuff?" Sophia, cutting him off, "Forget the stuff. Whatever that was, it's not safe here." The group quickly gathers their essentials, leaving the tents and supplies behind. They stick together as they begin to navigate their way out of the forest. The flashlight beams cut through the darkness, but the forest seems to grow denser with every step. Emily, panting, "Does anyone know the way back? Everything looks the same." Jake, frustrated, "Great plan, Liam. Let's hike into a haunted forest at night." Liam, snapping, "Would you rather stay back there with whatever that was?" A distant scream cuts through their argument, a blood-curdling sound that sends shivers down their spines. Sophia, tearing up, "What was that?" Noah, pulling them forward, "Keep moving. Don't look back." As they walk faster, the whispers return, this time in multiple voices. Each of them hears their own name being called, softly at first, then louder and more insistent. Emily, covering her ears, "Make it stop. Please, make it stop." The group starts running, but the whispers follow, growing louder and more chaotic. Shadows seem to move around them, closing in. Jake, screaming, "Liam, do you even know where we're going?" Liam, desperately, "Just keep running." Suddenly, Noah stops in his tracks, his eyes wide with fear. Sophia, grabbing his arm. Noah, what are you doing? Noah, whispering. Look. The group stares at the campsite, their faces pale with fear. The tents are still there, the fire smoldering softly, as if they had never left. Emily, whispering on the verge of tears. This isn't possible. We were running straight. How are we back here? Jake, yelling in frustration. Great! We're stuck in some creepy time loop now. What's next? More whispers? As if on cue, the whispers begin again, louder this time, overlapping into a chilling cacophony. The group covers their ears, their fear turning into panic. Liam, gritting his teeth. We can't lose it now. There has to be a way out. Noah, calmly, but with an edge of fear. We're not dealing with something normal. It's messing with us. We need to think. Sophia, pointing to the fire. The fire's still burning. That means we haven't been gone long. Maybe it's tied to this place somehow. Liam kneels near the fire, inspecting it. He notices something buried in the ashes, a small, charred figurine carved out of wood. Its hollow eyes stare back at him. Liam, holding it up. What is this? Emily, stepping back in horror. That's a ward. It's used to summon or bind spirits. Who would leave this here? Jake, panicking. Does it matter? Just get rid of it. Liam, hesitating. What if it's the only thing keeping it at bay? The whispers grow louder, almost deafening. The fire suddenly flares up, illuminating the terrified faces of the group. From the shadows, the figure emerges again, closer this time. It moves unnaturally, jerking its limbs as if it's being controlled by invisible strings. Sophia, screaming, "Run!" The group flees into the forest again, their flashlights flickering. This time, they spot a faint light in the distance, a small, decrepit cabin nestled among the trees. Noah, pointing. There! Head for the cabin. Emily, panting. What if it's worse than staying here? Jake, snapping. Do you have a better idea? They reach the cabin and burst inside, slamming the door shut. The interior is cold and damp, filled with cobwebs and broken furniture. A single candle flickers on the table, casting long shadows. Sophia, looking around. Why is there a lit candle in an abandoned cabin? Emily, examining the walls, which are covered in strange symbols. This isn't abandoned. Someone, or something, lives here. Liam, barricading the door. At least we're safe for now. Let's figure out what's going on. The whispers have stopped, replaced by an eerie silence. Noah approaches the table and notices a journal lying next to the candle. Noah, picking it up. There's a journal here. Maybe it explains what's happening. He opens the journal, and the awl focuses on the yellowed pages filled with messy handwriting and cryptic drawings. One phrase is repeated over and over. The hollow man sees all. Emily, reading over his shoulder. This is bad, really bad. Whoever wrote this knew about him. Jake, peering out the window. Guys, he's out there. The group turns to see the figure standing just beyond the cabin, staring at them with its hollow eyes. The candle flickers violently, and the room grows colder. The group freezes, their eyes locked on the figure outside the window. The hollow man doesn't move, but his presence is suffocating. The candle flickers until it nearly goes out. Sophia, whispering, trembling. What does he want? Emily, reading from the journal. It says, the hollow man sees all, but he speaks only through fear. I think he feeds on it. Jake, backing away from the window. Well, congratulations to him. I'm terrified. Noah, urgently flipping through the journal. Wait, there's more. It says something about an offering, a way to make him leave. Liam, grabbing Noah's arm. What kind of offering? Noah, reading aloud, his voice shaking. The hollow man demands a piece of you, a memory, a secret, a part of your soul. What does that even mean? The figure outside suddenly tilts its head, as if it's listening. The candle's flame grows taller, casting dancing shadows across the room. Emily, snapping the journal shut. It means we have to choose. If we don't, he'll take everything. Sophia, panicking. We're not giving him anything. There has to be another way. Jake, frustrated. Like what? Running in circles again? Look at him. He's not going anywhere. The door rattles violently and the group screams. The hollow man's voice, deep and guttural, finally breaks the silence. Hollow man, choose, or I will choose for you. The group huddles together, their fear reaching a breaking point. Liam, stepping forward, his voice firm despite his trembling hands. Fine, take a memory, take whatever you need, just let us go. The hollow man's shadow stretches into the cabin, reaching for Liam. As it touches him, the candle flares brighter, and Liam gasps, clutching his head. Liam collapses to his knees, his breathing heavy. The shadow retracts, and the room falls silent again. The hollow man is gone. Sophia, rushing to Liam's side. Liam, are you okay? What did he take? Liam, shaking his head, tears streaming down his face. I don't remember. Something important. It's gone. The group helps Liam to his feet, but their relief is short-lived. The journal begins to smolder, burning away the pages as if by an unseen hand. Noah, staring at the ashes. He's not done. The journal said the offering only buys us time. Emily, gritting her teeth. Then we need to figure out how to stop him, for good. Sophia looks around the cabin, noticing a trap door hidden beneath a rug. Sophia, guys, there's something under here. The group pulls the rug aside and opens the trap door, revealing a staircase leading into darkness. Jake, hesitating. Let me guess, we're going down there, aren't we? Liam, grimly. If it's the only way to end this, then yes. They descend into the darkness, their flashlights barely illuminating the narrow, claustrophobic space. The walls are covered in the same strange symbols as the cabin, and the air feels heavy, as if charged with energy. Emily, murmuring. This place, it feels alive. At the end of the staircase, they find a circular chamber with a stone altar in the center. On the altar lies a single blackened candle, its flame unnaturally still. Noah, reading an inscription on the wall. Light the flame to summon, extinguish to banish. Jake, looking around nervously. Banish what? Him? What if it doesn't work? Liam, stepping forward, his face set with determination. We don't have a choice. Liam approaches the altar, his hands trembling as he reaches for the blackened candle. The air around the group grows colder with each step he takes. Emily, nervously. Wait, Liam. What if this just makes him stronger? Liam, without turning back. We don't have another option. If this is how we end it, then so be it. He picks up the candle, and the room immediately shakes. The symbols on the walls begin to glow faintly, and the whispers return, louder than ever. Sophia, covering her ears. Make it stop. Do it now. Liam lights the candle with a match. The flame burns black, casting eerie shadows that seem to move independently of the light. A low growl echoes through the chamber. Jake, backing away. What did you just do? Noah, reading more of the inscription. It says the flame will summon him fully. We need to extinguish it at the right moment to banish him. Emily, panicking. And what happens if we get the timing wrong? Noah, grimly. It doesn't say. The ground splits open near the altar, and the hollow man begins to rise, his full form more terrifying than before. His hollow eyes burn with dark energy, and his limbs twist unnaturally. Hollow man, in a guttural voice, "You dare defy me? You are mine now." Sophia, screaming, "Extinguish it, now!" Liam, holding the candle tightly, "Not yet. We have to wait until he's fully here, or it won't work." The hollow man steps closer, his shadow stretching toward the group. Each step he takes seems to drain the light and warmth from the room. The group huddles together, terrified. Jake, shouting, "How do you even know that's true? Just do it already." Liam, locking eyes with the hollow man. "I can feel it. This is the only way." The hollow man reaches the altar, his shadow enveloping Liam completely. The black flame flickers violently, signaling that the time has come. Liam, yelling, "Now! Blow it out!" He extinguishes the flame, and the room plunges into darkness. For a moment, everything is silent. Then, a deafening roar shakes the chamber as the hollow man begins to disintegrate, his shadowy form collapsing in on itself. Hollow man, screaming, "You cannot escape me. I will always be watching." The light returns as the hollow man vanishes completely. The group collapses to the ground, exhausted and shaken. Sophia, breathing heavily. "Is it over?" Noah, looking around. "I think it worked." Emily, kneeling next to Liam. "You did it. You saved us." Liam nods, but his expression is distant. He clutches his head, wincing in pain. Liam, softly, "He took something from me. I don't know what, but it's gone." The group emerges from the cabin as the first light of dawn breaks through the trees. The forest, once ominous and foreboding, now feels calm and still. Jake, looking back at the cabin. "I'm never going camping again." Sophia, half laughing, half crying. "Seconded." Emily, looking at Liam. "What happens now? Do we tell someone?" Noah, shaking his head. "Who would believe us? This isn't something you can explain." They begin walking back toward the road, their ordeal finally over. But as the camera pans away, a faint whisper echoes through the forest, chilling and familiar. Whisper, "I'm always watching."